when a fighting game comes out, I never understood why the poster boy, the main character, the character the game follows, is not the strongest character in the game. And I don't mean like from a broken aspect, but I do mean like when you get to competing, his frame data gets him to A tier, S tier, high B tier is fine with me. Just legitimately out of a 40 character cast game, your Ryu, your Liu Kang, your I'm gonna take a stab at it, Jin Kazama. All right, I don't know Tekken, but literally your top tier characters are at the top tier of the actual competitive scene. Now, here I am about to take out down memory lane. Now, when I started watching Street Fighter tournaments back in 2009, there was a guy named Daigo Umehara beating the living hell out of everybody in America with none other than, you guessed it, Ryu. A guy from Japan literally playing a Japanese character, Ryu, going around the world beating everybody. Not only did it make sense that we couldn't beat him, but it made sense in the Street Fighter storyline. So what I'm getting at is, y'all, doesn't that make sense? In Mortal Kombat 11, Liu Kang was literally the strongest character in the game. And in the Mortal Kombat storyline, Liu Kang literally wins every Mortal Kombat tournament. All right, he is the champion of Mortal Kombat, and I'm not going to spoil Mortal Kombat 11 storyline, but he's far beyond that now. But it only makes sense that Ninja Killer was literally beating the hell out of everybody with Liu Kang. He's just top tier. When you run into him in rank, a few of those guys are good, but the majority suck with Liu Kang. But the point is the character can be taken to that level. All right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying make the character cheap. I'm saying make the character work inside your system. All right, which is drive system for Street Fighter 6. Mortal Kombat 11, I don't think the system had a name, but y'all know the bars had the offensive meter and the defensive meter, and Liu Kang had the flawless blocks. But the point is Liu Kang dominated because of his, well, I'm just gonna say it, his 4-4. He had a fast normal, and he could literally punish everything with a crushing blow. But that's neither here nor there. I'm getting off topic. Now, I brought up Daigo for a reason. I brought up Ryu for a reason. Along comes a guy from Korea named Infiltration, and he's playing none other than Akuma, literally doing option selects, raging demons, and they're just setups. He's just doing setups on wake ups, cross ups. And literally nobody could beat him, even our beloved Daigo. Even Ryu could not beat Akuma. What a time to be alive. And that was like around 2012. If y'all want to check it out. Infiltration went on like a 2-year run of just beating everybody. And you know what stopped him? If my memory serves me correct, the developer stopped him. They nerfed Akuma. They stopped all those option selects that he was doing. And they have a history of nerfing that particular guy. Because I remember in Street Fighter 5 when it came out, they nerfed his Nash. So is it Nash? Is it Charlie? Whatever the guy's name is. He's the Gal knockoff. That Gal's really a knockoff of him. All right, but anyway, the point is what a time to be alive where the game actually matches the storyline. In my understanding, Oro, Akuma. Hold on, I'm finna tell y'all who the strongest people in Street Fighter are, because I know everybody's wondering, and I know y'all gonna get in the comment section to correct me because we're all in a disagreement amongst my friends. But here's the tier list to my understanding. Either Akuma is the strongest in Street Fighter or Oro is the strongest. But the confusion is Oro and Akuma have fought to a standstill. And to my understanding, Gin has fought Akuma to a standstill. Yet the list goes, to my knowledge, like this. Akuma the strongest, Oro the second strongest, then Gil, if I'm not mistaken, Ryu, and Gin, or some assortment of that, but basically, and Gouken in there too, if you want to count Gouken. I don't even know if Gouken is canon, but Gouken maybe be the third strongest, and then you get into Gil and all that. All right. Why is Gin bottom tier, which he wasn't bottom tier the whole way through? I forgot, somebody helped me out in the comment section. That guy that was whooping everybody with Gen, but you know nobody understood Gen, so he got far by nobody understanding him. He was too complex to play, so most people didn't learn how to fight against him. But y'all help me out for the people that's gonna be in the comment section wondering who that Gen player that I'm trying to remember. But I don't see Oro being the strongest. And like I said, you don't have to be the strongest, but here's my problem. In Street Fighter 4, a character named Elena came out, who in the storyline, all she was looking for was a friend. And when this woman dropped, she was literally the strongest character in the game. Now, I understand balances, so don't try to jump down my throat. And I don't even remember them balancing her, but you just had to learn how to fight against her. But my point is, this woman came out with an Ultra that could heal, and she was low profile in every attack you do. She had hitbox issues. I'll just make it simple. You couldn't hit her like you could hit everybody else. No pause. And on top of that, she could heal. She had overheads that comboed. Oh, she was raw. She was raw. She was a bad. I mean, literally, Elena broke Ultra. Trying to think. What's that kid's name? Yun, the twins, Yun and Yang. Literally just random twins in Street Fighter. I don't even think they're literally supposed to be stronger than Chun-Li. When Street Fighter ended, Kazunoko was the strongest player in Street Fighter 4 with Yun and Yang. Now, I'm not saying Ryu has to be the strongest, but I can remember that Daigo was competing with him, and Daigo had switched to Eva Ryu. Eva Ryu at the top. Makes sense, right? That's what I'm getting at. In Street Fighter 6, I hope we don't end up with a game where Kimberly, because of her mix-ups, is the strongest character for years. That's all I'm getting at. I don't like Cammy being D. You know, you got your tier list. Cammy being S tier and Ryu being B tier. That's all I'm getting at. The game can be balanced to where your poster boy characters are at the top, and I don't think nobody will complain, because nobody wants to see M. Bison and Sagat at the bottom. We don't mind seeing Dan and Blanca, Dalzine. We literally don't mind seeing them be at the bottom. If they rise to the top for a month or two, I don't think nobody complains. But for a character like E Honda or Dalzine to sit at the top of the tier list for 4 years in a video game, I think at that point we just have a problem with that. And I say we, I mean me. I am not gonna lie, I mean me. I don't think anybody has ever even complained about this. But me as a big fan of the storyline with Street Fighters, not even a big fan of their own storyline. I'm a big fan of storyline. I would love it to make sense when you're actually playing the game.